on, everybody in the Johnjay and Rich world? We're here with Twilight stars. It's pretty much the only movie anyone's talking about right now, right? Basically. The whole saga is just a phenomenon. And when you guys got signed up... Okay, first of all, introduce yourselves to everyone watching.
Right. I'm Daniel Cudmore. I play Felix in the Twilight saga.
Daniel equals Felix, okay?
I'm Charlie Bewley and I equal Dimitri and I equal Danger.
Equal. Okay, so tell me about the story about how you guys got involved in the Twilight saga. How did it all begin?
Living, working, studying in Vancouver, and I just had a great agent and she got me in the room for this part of Dimitri.
Well, I'm just wondering, when you hear, your agent goes, hey, we're in a board meeting, this works, hey, you were going to go do an audition for Twilight. Do you freak out, or did you already know what it was?
Well, it's funny because he uses glasses just like that. It felt really kind of real there. No, I mean, you take it as anything else. It's another opportunity to maybe get yourself another job. And so you just kind of approach it like any job. You put your work in, and you go in the next day. And
but it's Twilight.
I know. I started to understand the prestige surrounding the weight of this audition when I actually I put it on Facebook. I was like, I'm going for a Twilight audition. Dimitri, does anyone know any information about this guy? And literally I had this flood of women just fill up my inbox, and then I suddenly had this network of females working around the clock to actually get this backstory for me so I could go in prepared. I mean, I didn't do much work, I just...
Read your Facebook? You just read your Facebook?
Yeah, I mean, everyone kind of probably thinks, the most favorite part for me would be the huge fight scene that I got to have with Robert Pattinson, which is just so cool, and he did such a great job with it and came up great. But we got flown to Italy to film, and we're in this town, Montepulciano, and we're in this sort of, up on this hill, this ancient, beautiful architecture, and we're filming this one scene where we're bringing Edward and Bella down sort of into the belly of the beast. It's a spiral, really cool staircase, and it just, I don't know what it was about it, but it was just so nice and dark, and we were in so much command as the bolts were ready to bring them down. I think that was just my most favorite. And at the same time, it was so hot. It was like 30, so it was in what, 90s? Yeah, it was high 90s, and we're in like full, gorgeous designer Italian winter coats and like beautiful things, and I thought I was going to pass out at one point at the top of these stairs and bowling ball the whole cast all the way down to the bottom and take out like cameras and everything. So I was just like kind of just done a couple takes with having the hand on the wall for a second. I was like, all right, we got to chill out. I got to have some water or something.
For the fight scene, did you have to go through like tons of training, or? I've
been fortunate enough to be able to do a lot of stunt work, and I've done that sort of off and on with the acting, and I consider myself an actor who can do some stunts and not a stunt man, because there are things I can't do, and professional stuntmen and women are like unbelievably talented. So, I called up the stunt coordinator and I said, hey, is there any chance that I can do this fight scene? He said, hey, let's give it a try. Came in a week of good training with the choreographer and everything, and Rob Pattinson came in and he did such a great job with it. And we just kept going through it. And he was having a blast, and it was a lot of fun. And then a good week of hard shooting and some hard hits, and it came out. It's going to be a kick-ass fight.
So, last but not least, for the fans, for the people who are, diehard, who have read the books,
right,
who know every detail about, basically, not about the movie before it comes out, because, obviously there's different parts of the books to the movies. But did you guys read the books before you actually signed on, or did you just read the script?
Well, for me, once I learned that I was going to play this role, that's when I did my research, and really delved right into the books, and read the first 3 back to back, and then started working on the 4th. But I got into that world once I knew.
Right. Okay, so we've got New Moon already done, Eclipse already done, and then the last one.
Right. Breaking Dawn.
Have you guys already signed on for Breaking Dawn? Or is that
we are optioned should it be picked up by the studio. We are optioned by those companies.
Okay. So, for those diehards.
Right. The Screamers.
The Screamers. Have you guys seen the scenes in the previews?
Yeah.
Do you guys know what are in the trailers and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not asking you to give any of the story away.
Right.
I'm not asking you to give any of the secrets away because
Okay.
we know we don't do that.
No, not allowed.
But, can you give us some of your favorite scenes from maybe New Moon, and by the time people watch this, that'll already come out, and then
The
maybe
ones from what you've seen on the internet and what you've seen.
just maybe your favorite, you know, or the things that the people who are the diehards will be looking forward to, you know, because they're reading the books, you know.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
Maybe the ones that
from the
use
book,
the
I really-
best special
I
effects
really
or the
like
coolest
the-
things to film.
Yeah. The special effects would be the wolves.
Yeah.
When they,
Cool
you know,
wolves.
when they phase from human to wolf, that was kind of when I read the books. I was like, how am I going to do that? And the special effects team did such a cool job with it. So I'm excited about that scene. I've seen you see a bit of it. I'd like to see the whole thing.
Yeah, I think the New Moon Acts is very much just a taster for the Volturi. Obviously, Dan gets to go nuts on Edward for a bit. But I think that some of the stuff I've seen of the Wolfpack, I didn't realise it was going to go that way. I didn't realise it was going to be that cool. They've gone really cool. I mean, Chris has gone, he's done some really wicked stuff with Jacob's character, with Tatum's character, Jacob. In like, you know, backflips and stuff, and how they phase into werewolves, and how he climbs up the house and backflips into the... I mean, that's really cool stuff, man, that everyone would want to be involved in.
Yeah.
And that's certainly, I'll be looking out for that come